What is going on, guys? Chris here. Welcome back to another video. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the title of the video, Joined Hype. So everyone's going to think, what is Hype? So Hype is an entertainment and esports organization who is currently in the process of moving into esports. They've been an entertainment organization for a while. They've produced YouTube content, Call of Duty. They have a sniping team. They have streamers. So they're an entertainment organization, also at some point moving into esports. Esports, where we started so far, is Smite. I was brought on as a manager, specifically for Smite. I've had experience in this. For anybody who's followed me for quite a while now, I was the manager of Myth in Myth Smite team. In Season 4, our Smite team actually won the Smite World Championships, and we were not able to take care of that team the right way because the ownership made a bunch of bad decisions and ended up leading to Myth dying. So rip Myth. And, we weren't able to, follow through with a lot of things that I would have liked to do on Myth, right? We just won the Smite World Championships. There should be a lot of hype, no pun intended, for that team, for our future in Myth. But, either way, not to dwell on Myth, it's dead. So rip Myth. But either way, so I worked with Trip. Trip is the owner of Hype. And I worked with him on Myth for quite a bit, and he made a team during that, obviously. And we had talked for a little bit this past year about partnering up, bringing me on in some type of role. Last year, we got the emblem and logo for Hype made. We worked with some designers, some logo creators, and so the logo that you see for Hype now is actually what we worked on a little bit last year. I took my year off hiatus from Twitter, YouTube, Teams, everything in general for the birth of my son, the health issues. If you haven't checked out those videos, I do talk about that previously in the week, and now we're here. So he reached out to me and asked pretty much, what my interests were in running, the Smite portion of Hype. And obviously, now that I have more time, I was like, yeah, I'm interested. So he brings me on. We're talking a little bit over this past week, and then he sends me the announcement for the team they picked up. I was starting to scout some teams. I was looking at SPL, see what they had going on, looking at SCL. And literally the team, personally, I would have reached out to first to see if we could get. They would be my top choice. It's an obvious choice, in my opinion, on the team that we would try and get. He sends me a message. They already got him. So I get no credit at all for Hype's pickup of this team. This team is, in my opinion, the top team in the SCL right now. I haven't really seen other teams play. Every season is a little different. The meta is a little different. So I think regardless, we still have the best team, but obviously we will see once we qualify and once games get rolling down. So our team is currently, obviously the team's name is Hype. And the in case you want to follow them, is Hype Unit. So the team for solo, we have Wolves. The jungler, we have Layers. The mid, we have Boronic. Support, we have Bobby or Inbound. The carry, we have Griffin Slays, and the coach is Visions. So they are the world champions, the Smite World Championship console team from last year. They played under Astral Authority last year, and they won the Smite World Championships. So we basically acquired the top team coming out of Season 5, going into Season 6. So it's very exciting. So I guess another good question, what am I doing? What does a Smite manager do, I guess? So basically, a lot of times what we've seen the issue is with other orgs, and we don't know the fine details of what happens in other orgs. We just hear from the players sometimes. So this isn't any org specifically, but there's not always a lot of communication between owners, between basically the people that run an organization and the Smite team. And especially you see it probably less and less as a console team, right? So I'm here to provide the players with whatever they need. Constant contact, constant follow-up, I guess whatever they need. So if they're if they're streaming, if they are producing content, I'm assisting, I don't want them to have to take time out of scrimming or take time out of enjoying their life outside of Smite, whatever it is. So if it's something as small as, a thumbnail, or if they need help editing, or if they need ideas for content, or if they need their stream promoted, any of that, I'm there for the in-between between the ownership and the players. If just other things I would obviously follow up on, make sure they had everything they needed going into a LAN, made sure they had jerseys, made sure they had whatever they needed. I don't know if I'll go to the LANs or not. We'll see. It'll depend on Liam, my kid, and it'll depend on the wife, and it'll depend on my work schedule and everything. So I'm not sure if I'll personally be there, but I know we will have a can't talk. It's fine though. Somebody will be there from Hype to represent the org, right? And also to be there with the players, meet everybody. So, whatever they need to make them most successful. So, like I said, we'll help build their streams. We want to build their content. We want to build fans for Hype, not us. We want to build fans for them. We want to build fans for the players. We want our team to have more viewers than the other games. We want our team to be as watched as SPL. We want our team watched more than any other SCL team, right? So we want to develop a fan base of not only people to bring to Smite, we want to build a fan base for our players as well. So their individual brands, their individual streams, etc. So that's what I will be working on. We want to bring content to the actual team, Hypes, because it's already been an entertainment organization. We have streamers within the org. So our goal and our plan is to bring out either weekly or bi-weekly plays or top plays from the games each week. So you guys can see if maybe people didn't have a chance to catch the streams or the live streams, maybe they can check out, and they don't necessarily, maybe they're not into Smite enough to watch the full, 15, 20, 30-minute replay, but they want to see the top plays from that previous week. There's a whole array of different types of content watchers within Smite. There's Duel, there's Conquest, there's people who just like to watch highlights. And the thing that's crazy to me is that nobody's really ever gotten into a consistent montage top play video production. I haven't seen it from any teams. I see it from players, individual players who kind of grab clips from their stream, throw them together, right? But I've just never seen it from an org, and I've never seen it from a variety of players. Obviously Incon, Weekend, Chapo, all these people, Maddie, all these people produce content from their streams, clips, create it, throw it in a montage, put it on their YouTube channel, right? There's only one channel I know of that has anything like, Fortnite's like BBC Trolling or Fortnite top Twitch moments or top plays or whatever that always do really well. Smite, I only see one of those. It's just called Smite Top Plays, and they basically just, and this isn't a knock on them by any means, they basically just take other people's content, they just grab clips of other players' streams in top plays, they throw it in a video, no editing at all, no transition cuts, nothing. They put on free music layered over top of it, and they just throw it out every few days, and it gets 25, 30, 50, 75, 100,000 views. And I just don't see any team producing quality montages. And if they are, I'm just not seeing them, and they're not popular enough for me to be like, oh, that was a good video. You know what I mean? They're not getting shared enough. So obviously I'm not seeing them. So we want to get weekly or bi-weekly top play videos out, where basically we're just taking, replays of, DSIs, Pentakill, whatever, top plays from the weeks, from our games in the league. And then also every month or so, we also want to produce some type of actual quality, highly edited montage of our players. I think at some point we might also include the streamers and content creators we have within Smite as well. So those might get a few clips in there included in the month, as well as our SCL team. So we're not really sure yet, but we definitely want to produce highly edited, promoted, good-looking montages of our Smite players each month. We're going to do a introduction to Hype video, or a launch video, or I don't know what we want to call it yet, where we're going to grab clips from last year. I reached out to some of the casters. I reached out to F-Dot, Aggro. I'm trying to, Finch, I'm going to see if they can give me even a 15 to 30 second soundbite of just, of our players, their opinions, you know, how they feel about the players, how they feel about this upcoming season, add that into a video, hopefully for Hype. So we got a lot of things coming. We got a lot of quality content. We obviously have a team. It's literally just the beginning for Hype. So even though I'm a manager within Smite, I will be looking at content creators outside of Smite as well. So, you know, if you guys are interested, go ahead and drop any, you know, DM me on Twitter at Chris T. Dixon. Go ahead and reach out to me. If you know people that are quality content creators, just in general, feel free to hit me up. I'll check them out. And, you know, leave a comment down below. If you guys have any questions about Hype, about my role, about the team, anything. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Drop a like. All of the above. And as always, I'll see you guys next video. Okay, bye.